So, today we are going to be reading the rest of After 20 Years, and everybody in front of them should have a copy of the ending of the text. That's what we'll be reading today. And does everybody know what a close read is? Max?
It's when you look at something like small text and then you look at it and you read it and then with a certain perspective.
Great.
You read it again.
Yeah. Okay, great. Yeah, so it's when you look at a text, just like it says closely, and you're looking for a certain element that you're going to be highlighting and annotating, okay? So first, we're just going to read the end of the text and not stop. We're just going to read through it, and then after we will go through and annotate. Okay, so while I'm reading, I want everybody to follow along. Okay, so when you annotate a text, basically you're going through and you're highlighting the text. You're circling, you're underlining to make sure that you're getting parts out of the text that you think are important. Okay, so with this first reading, I want you guys to circle confusing words and phrases. I want you to put a question mark when you're wondering about something or if you have a question. And then I want you to put an exclamation point if you have a surprise about it. If anything in the text is surprising or is exciting, okay? So I'll model the first paragraph so you guys can have an idea of what that looks like. And I'll think aloud while I'm doing this so that you can hear my thought process while I'm annotating. Okay. So the two men started up the street, arm in arm. Okay, so right there, I'm going to put an exclamation point because I think that's pretty significant that they're walking arm in arm. You know, they're walking together, they have their arms in each other, so they're real close. It's a pretty intimate picture right there between friends. Okay, so then we keep going. The man from the West, his egotism enlarged by success. Okay, so as a reader, I run into that word, egotism. And so I'm thinking, okay, I'm not exactly sure what he means by his egotism, so I'm going to circle that. Okay, so individually, I want you guys to read the rest of the text and go through and do these annotations, and then we'll come back together. You can move on, but for the annotations that you do have right now, I want you guys to, next to like the question marks, the exclamation points, I want you to write just a quick note of what you were thinking when you put that annotation, so that when you go back to the text, you can remember, okay, I put that there because. So, from what I've seen, you guys have put a lot of good annotations. Can I have a volunteer state one of their annotations? Shelby?
On this, when it says change a man's nose to a Roman hug, I circled that.
Okay. And why did you circle that?
Because I didn't know what it meant by changing a man's nose from a Roman to a hug. I thought maybe it was like a shape, maybe.
Okay, great. Good. That's a great place to question. Did I see another hand? No? Okay. So for about a minute, I want you guys to share with a partner your annotations and just go over what you thought was interesting or had questions about. So just for about a minute, just discuss. Okay, so
Right here it says, "But I couldn't do it myself." It really showed like the friendship because, like we were saying, even if he wasn't that, he could have gone.
So I want you to go back into the text, in this first paragraph, and I want you to underline when you see any actions or adjectives that describe Bob and Jimmy. Okay? So just do that. It'll probably take like a minute. So just underline anything that describes Bob or Jimmy. Their actions. Yeah, first paragraph. So now I want you in groups of 2 or 3. I want you to, and one person can be the writer. I want you to answer this first question. Okay, so while on the street, arm in arm, how does O. Henry depict Jimmy and Bob? Why might O. Henry depict them this way? And I want you to use evidence, so you can just use adjectives or actions. So I saw a lot of you underline the part where it talked about his egotism and his success. So that would be something you could use while answering this. So in pairs of 2 or 3, just go in and one person can be the writer and just answer this first question. So one person's the writer in the group, and so use evidence, adjectives, and actions. Okay?
You can use for evidence. You can use listen.
Yeah, great. You can definitely use that. So, oh, you already wrote it. Yeah. Okay, great. So then, yeah, so then you could put submersion as overcoat. That would help prove that he's trying to. Great job. Really good. Okay, good.
At first he thought he was just so successful with work and stuff, but it turns out that he was just successful with stealing and he was arrested for 20 minutes. So,
Seen a lot of you that have. I want you to start on number 2. So this is towards the end of the story, the part that we just read. What is the dilemma between Jimmy and Bob? What do they face? What's the dilemma they face? And how does Bob react to being arrested and getting the note? So when Bob first gets that cop that says you've been under arrest, how does he react to that? Okay? And then I want you to also focus on how does he react to getting the note. Okay? So ladies in the back, do you know what's going on for number 2? Okay. And so why might have Bob reacted this way? So in the way he reacts, why might O. Henry had him react in that type of way? And then for evidence, you can just put like, a short quote of how he reacted.
Surprising.
yes,
Saying, how could I not always?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, and by the fact that he says, going quietly, we know that Bob in this situation is kind of, he's not even saying anything, he's just getting arrested. And he's like, and then, so then he gets the note, and then he's holding it, and he starts trembling. So he's in complete nothing. Okay, good. Can I have a volunteer give me an answer for number 2 that their group came up with? Anybody? Okay, Hunter?
The dilemma Bob and Jimmy face is that they were old-time friends. However, Bob has turned into a criminal. Bob received the note. He didn't quite understand what was going on, and he soon realized it wasn't really his old-time friend.
Okay, that was a really good response. And so, how did you answer that? How did you go about answering that question? What was the process for your group? Did you have to go back to the text? Did you have? Okay, good. And so you went back into the text and you found that that's what you got from this Bob reacting to it.
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay. So now since we have about 10 minutes in class left, for about 5 minutes, I just want you to do a quick write on number 3.
Silly Jimmy.
Alright, so what do you guys think about annotating? About going into the text and highlighting and circling? Yeah?
It could be helpful.
It can be helpful? How is it helpful?
Oh, well, let's say you're looking through a big text.
Okay.
You want to just have the most important points you annotate, and when you have to write about it, you just know where to look.
Okay, good. Okay, thank you. Yep.
It helps set a purpose for like what you're trying to learn.
Okay. I'm hearing talking over here on the left. She's trying to give an example. Thank you. So what did you say?
It kind of sets like a purpose for your reading, and you can like look deeper into the story with it, and it helps guide you.
Okay, really good. Thank you.